Well, as Vladimir Putin admired China's display of military power at its big parade, his own military was launching another massive attack on Ukraine. According to Ukrainian officials, Russia used more than 500 drones and missiles in waves of airstrikes. Most, but not all, were shot down by Ukraine's air defense teams. And there are reports of fires and damage to homes in Kyiv and across the country. So let's cross over to the Ukrainian capital to speak to my colleague, our correspondent, Sarah Rainsford, who joins us live now. And Sarah, so intense were these overnight attacks across Ukraine that even Poland was scrambling its jets, neighbouring Ukraine, of course. Just talk us through the damage overnight.
Yeah, that's something that's become increasingly common as Russia has stepped up its aerial attacks on Ukraine, Poland scrambling its jets to monitor the skies to ensure that none of those missiles or drones stray across the border. Certainly here in Ukraine itself, it was another difficult night, another massive attack launched by Russia, a combination of drones, more than 500 attack drones launched across the country, 24 cruise missiles launched from the Black Sea and from aircraft, Russian aircraft, of course. This is a pattern, frankly, that's emerged here in Ukraine, an increase both in the number of attacks, but also particularly in the scale of the attacks in recent weeks, and notably since the beginning of an attempt to find a diplomatic solution to this war here in Ukraine, Russia's invasion, full-scale invasion of this country, and a peak in attacks, particularly since Donald Trump rolled out the red carpet for Vladimir Putin in Alaska. So that has not changed anything on the ground for the better for Ukrainian civilians. Certainly people here have spent nights sheltering underground on the metro or in their shelters to stay away from those drones and those missiles, and that happened again last night. Volodymyr Zelensky, the president here, has talked about this latest attack as a demonstrative attack by Russia, saying it shows his impunity, and also making his point, Ukraine's point, that this is happening because Ukraine believes the world is not putting enough economic pressure on Russia to cripple its economy and to stop it being able to fund these attacks. But of course, as we watch that show of military might in China, and we see the posturing, the geopolitical posturing of Vladimir Putin alongside his authoritarian allies from China and from North Korea in particular, these are the countries, of course, who are helping Russia to wage its war in Ukraine, either by propping up the economy, by buying vast amounts of Russian oil, or because, like North Korea, they're directly supplying troops and supplying ammunition and weapons so that Russia can continue fighting its war.
Yeah, all important points, Sarah. As always, many thanks for that update. Sarah Rainsford there in Kyiv. Thank you.